Cool. Your first
My
job?
first job. I was in the army for 2 years because everyone in Singapore has to go through army.
Sure.
So 2 years. Sorry? No, I would love to. I went on the first day of army with a copy of Vogue. So,
Yeah.
I grew up very culturally confused. My mom is Chinese.
Oh, okay.
My dad is Indian.
Yeah.
My dad is a pastor.
Shut up!
So we grew up in a
From
very
what religion?
Christianity.
Oh my
like
gosh.
a Presbyterian church.
So you understand.
I know exactly what you're going through.
You understand me.
Exactly what you're going through. I'm still
I
finding
understand you.
Being a kid in my household consisted of going to a lot of church activities and hanging out with a lot of church kids, and anything that had to do with God was A-okay.
Okay.
How young are you?
I'm 23.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Okay. So I have to congratulate you because Prism's #1 on
Thank
the
you.
Billboard. I'm
Awesome.
super happy.
Thank you.
And #1 on Twitter. My goodness.
Yeah, you know, sometimes I make spelling mistakes and get crucified for it, but you know, it's like a blessing and also completely terrifying.
Yeah. But most importantly, I should congratulate you because you're the only artist that my dad approves of.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
I haven't let him hear Peacock
No.
or I Kissed a Girl.
Okay, then maybe that's why.
So far we're good.
Yeah, you have to
far
like
we're good.
slowly just sift through it and give him just the good ones, like unconditionally.
There you go.
Yeah.
But you know what he says? He says that you look very happy.
Yeah.
And I agree. Like, you're the happiest celebrity I see on magazines. Even,
think so?
Even without makeup, you look great.
Oh, well, thank you.
So
Yeah.
Where does that happy stem from?
I think that, you know, it's a spirituality.
Yeah.
I have a lot of groundedness. Is that a word? That's a word. I feel very grounded. I feel very grateful because I went through a period of having it all, losing it all, having it all, losing it all.
Yeah.
And I think that built a lot of character for me. And I don't take it too seriously. Like, I know I'm not the second coming. I know that, like, I'm just like anyone else, and I may be famous now or whatever, and maybe I won't be in 5 years. I hope my music sticks around forever, but I'm pretty, like, I'm just present, you know, and I don't believe in the hype.
Alright.
But I like to have a great time, and you can see that I'm always having a great time on tour, having a great time with my friends,
Yeah, and it
my loved
shows.
ones. Yeah.
And it passes on to the Katy cast as well. And
I
they're
hope
always
so.
happy. They
Yeah.
don't attack people.
Well, yes, and if there are any of them that are attacking anyone, then they're not truly Katy cats.
Yes. There you go.
I mean, everybody loves it. It's almost like they're throwing all of the girls into
a battle royale.
like like a
Especially
Roman
this season,
Coliseum.
right?
Yeah.
We've got Britney's album and then
Yeah.
Art Pop and then there's Prism and then Mariah Carey's putting up. She's like figuring out where am I going to put my album out. Celine
Yeah.
Dion, Avril Lavigne has an album. I love MIA, so MIA has. An
I
album.
love MIA. Yeah.
So.
Well,
it's
I
really
mean,
good.
I think that I'm interested in hearing all of this stuff because I'm such a fan too. I mean, like when I have time off, I go. When I'm at home and I have time off, I go to shows, you know, and I listen to music.
Yeah.
I take long drives so I can listen to records. Yeah.
If you listen to One of the Boys, Teenage Dream, and now Prism back to back, you can't help but marvel at Katy's ability to craft hits. But with Prism, we see through a looking glass as Katy Perry discovers who she is. We're invited to dance, witness, and grow as she grows.
Oh.
Who is Katy Perry today?
Katy Perry today is always going to be a work in progress, you know. I'll have some good days and I'll have some bad days. Some days where I'll feel very confident and some days where I'll feel very insecure. But mostly I feel like I am maturing and I'm growing up, but happy to grow up, you know, and also always very curious. I didn't grow up with the ability to have an education, so my education has started like now. I'm continually desiring to learn all the time. I'm a sponge. I always ask if there's a word that I don't understand. I always go, can you tell me what that word means? You know, I'm not afraid of looking like, you know, unintelligent or anything. I think it's intelligent to ask questions. Yeah. But you know, I think what happened in my life in this past year is that there were two ways I could have gone. I could have gone deep, dark, depressive, drunk, you know, destructive, sabotage, or I could go the way that I went, which is reflective, and went and did a lot of work on myself, did a lot of healing work, a lot of therapy, a lot of vitamins, a lot of hikes, a lot of meditation.
Which is a good decision. I mean, a lot of artists like to go down the dark road and put out like a velvet rope or a ray of light.
You know, I mean, I've dabbled in dark times, but eventually it's the light that has won. And I'm just kind of living, I'm just so aware, so conscious, you know, and I think you can hear that in some of the lyrics of the record.
Complete the sentence for me, please. I'm a superstar. Oh, you have to say it.
I'm a superstar.
But I will not leave this life until.
I'm a superstar, but I will not leave this life. I mean, everyone goes, so all superstars go. All the greats did it.
I was very surprised when Michael passed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was crying in shock. I couldn't believe it's actually happening.
Oh, yeah. Everyone kind of remembers where they were when that happened. That was important. I will not leave this life without leaving behind a beautiful family that I'm proud that I raised, that can hold up the family name.
Wow.
I mean, what
I did
else?
not expect that.
I mean, I've done everything else.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I want to learn strange things. Like right now I'm learning how to garden. I have a little garden. I want to learn how to crochet. I want to learn how to speak Spanish. I want to climb Machu Picchu. Those are kind of like my bucket list things.
Yeah.
But generally, I'd love just to have like a great family that's educated and graceful and humble, and you know, all those good things.
Do you believe you can do that?
Yeah, I hope so. But you know, not a bunch of entitled kids.
Yeah. Because you know, it's something that money can't buy. Your answer.
Yeah.
You can't buy a great family and raise it, right?
No, I know. That's. I always want the things that money can't buy.
That's great.
Because having money doesn't make you happy. You have to get something else.
All right. Every great reporter has their signature question. So I've come up with mine. The last person I asked this to was Robin Thicke, so I'm very curious to hear what your answer is going to be. If you had to choose one of the three, okay, which would it be? Prism sells 10 million copies.
Yeah.
Okay. Katy Perry gets 10 million more fans. Or Prism wins Album of the Year at the Grammys.
10 million copies.
10 million copies. Why?
I mean, because it just shows that it's in demand and people want it. So the 10 million copies comes with the 10 million fans, right? Yeah, that's like a 2-for-1 deal. I love the Grammys. I'd love to have a Grammy. I'm not dissing it or anything. But nothing can replace those listeners. Yeah. And I appreciate the Grammys so much, of course. I don't have one, but one of these days I will, and that'll be great.
Okay, this is something completely off. I just wanted to know, and I wanted to ask this question. I just didn't put it in. This is huge for me.
Yeah.
Coming here. It's like a dream come true to come to Tokyo.
First time.
First time, and I'm completely alone.
Oh.
Like, I'm staying in a hotel alone. But I love Lost in Translation, so I was hoping to run into a Scarlett Johansson. Has not happened yet.
Yeah.
Katy Perry's here though, so that's not too bad. But it was so difficult to wake up every morning knowing I have to go interview Katy Perry. Not that I would give this opportunity away, because I would kill for this.
Right.
But it's so scary. There's so much pressure on me.
Oh yeah.
Do you feel, because you have to go for interviews, album launches, parties, and then the award shows, and what you're going to wear, and everyone's going to judge you all the time. Do you wish sometimes you could just stay in the studio like a hermit and just make great music, put it out, check your Twitter and say, okay, everyone's loving it, turn it off, I'm happy. Like, do you wish you could do that?
Well, eventually when I get older, I mean, I'm 29, so I'm kind of still happily unaffected by that stuff. I mean, I know it's out there. I know what the internet has to say. Like, it's divided, but it doesn't come in the way of me making my music or trying to be myself. One of the harder things I find to do is singing at like 6 a.m. on the morning shows, because I hate waking up in the morning. I don't wake up till 11, but I also don't go to bed till like 3 or 2. But when you're a young 9-year-old, like when I was a 9-year-old girl holding a hairbrush in front of the mirror, I didn't imagine, having this dream of being like a singer. I didn't imagine myself, I want to be a singer, but I'm going to sing at 7 a.m. You're like, I don't want to do anything at
Yeah.
7 a.m., but I'm happy for the opportunity. I'm not trying to say that I would turn it down or anything. I do it every single time. While I'm young, I'm going to use that energy, and when I get old, I'm going to be probably more reclusive. I don't know if I'll be like, in choreographed numbers at 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to be able to have normal family.
Yeah.
Stuff like that too. All I want is a friend.
My favorite Katy Perry song is Simple.
Haha, the one I filmed here in Tokyo.
Exactly. We're back in Shinjuku, and I wanted to ask if you could go back to that girl, what would you say to her?
Oh,
Yeah?
I would tell her.
Money's coming.
No, money was always a problem. That's the thing. It's like when you're so stressed out and you have zero money, when in your checkbook, and I didn't really know how to save or anything.
Yeah.
And in your checkbook, it's like negative $150 all the time, and you're getting those fees that you incur.
Yeah.
It's just, it can be stressful. It's really stressful trying to be an artist when you have $0.
I'm saving.
Sometimes it can get a little tiring. You have to come up with like 300 ideas every every record cycle, from visual components to, dressing to tour.
You need to package it, and this is what it's going to be for the next 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Right?
So you have to be sometimes, you don't come up with as many ideas in one cycle as the other, but this record is going to be, I feel like it's going to be a long record like Teenage Dream.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to break my own record because
Yeah.
I probably die doing that, but it's going to have a lot of visual components to it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of music videos.
You should do This Is How We Do because it's fun, and then do Legendary Lovers because it's epic, and then do another ballad,
I will do all of
and then
that.
do By the Grace of God and send it back to church.
I'm never far.